Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Motorcyclist killed in Westmoreland crash. Two motorcyclists were killed after their bikes collided along the Landilos Main Road in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland on Tuesday. One of the deceased has been identified as 67-year-old Roy Porter, a laborer of Big Bridge District in the parish. The other victim remains unidentified. The police report that shortly after 6 p.m., Porter was riding a green 2020 Roadhawk motorcycle along the roadway towards Big Bridge. On reaching a section of the main road, the unidentified male who was riding a Richardson Special Edition motorcycle in the direction of Savannah Lamar overtook a line of traffic and lost control of his bike. He then collided with Porter's bike, which caused both men to be thrown from their motorcycles. They both sustained head and body injuries, resulting in Porter being killed on the spot. The unidentified male later succumbed to his injuries in hospital. Gunmen posing as cops shoot 3, one fatally, at bar in Clarendon. A man was killed and 2 others injured when gunmen posing as cops invaded a bar at Rector Road in Butner, Clarendon last night. The deceased has been identified as 29-year-old Troy Rosewell, a bar operator and security guard of Pearl Boulevard in Buckina. Rosewell's girlfriend and another man were shot during the attack. The police report that about 9:15 p.m., the victims were inside a bar operated by Rosewell when 3 men armed with firearms knocked and shouted, "Police, don't move." The culprits then gained entry and proceeded to open gunfire in the direction of the victims, hitting Rosewell multiple times in the head and upper body. His girlfriend was shot in the breast and hand, and the other man was shot in the foot. The gunmen escaped in a waiting motor car. The police were summoned and the victims were taken to hospital, where Rosewell was pronounced dead and his girlfriend admitted. The 3rd victim was treated and released. The police say security presence has been ramped up in the area as the incident is likely to spark a reprisal. Up to May 23rd, a total of 28 people have been murdered in Clarendon. A total of 18 shootings were also reported to the police. 7 arrested over murder of man in Old Harbor. 7 people have been taken into custody by the St. Catherine South Police in connection with the abduction and murder of a man in Bullet Tree District in Old Harbor. The body of 24-year-old laborer Javon Miller was found in a hole with gunshot wounds in the community on Sunday. Miller, who was from the community, was previously reported missing. Investigations by the police resulted in 7 people being detained on suspicion of murder and abduction. Head of the Old Harbor Subdivision Deputy Superintendent of Police Mark Harris said investigators are following strong leads in the case. Mechanic in Canis Jackson murder case expected to plead guilty. Robert Fowler, the St. Catherine mechanic who is accused of killing 20-year-old accounting clerk Canis Jackson, is expected to plead guilty when he returns to court on October 5th. Today, the defense told the court that it has been decided against making an application for bail. My reason is a concern for his safety, one of Fowler's attorneys, Lindell Wesley, told the court. His other attorney, Altair Freeman, was absent today. During a plea and case management hearing, which was also mentioned today, Wesley asked Justice Vince Graham Allen for more time to have serious and meaningful discussions with his client. Wesley said that discussions are with a view to have the proceedings shortened, foregoing a trial process. Graham Allen then adjourned the hearing. The prosecution is proceeding with the charge of murder on the indictment date April 8, 2021. The prosecutors told Fowler, who appeared in court remotely, that she trusts that Wesley will honor his words when next they appear before her. He was further remanded. Jackson, who resided in Independence City, Portmore, St. Catherine, was found dead on March 26 last year, 2 days after she had been reported missing. Her decomposed body was found in an open lot near the Portmore fishing village. Fowler was taken into custody and charged after he reportedly confessed. Police have theorized that Fowler, who is a mechanic, had lured the woman to his house under the guise that he had left one of his tools. While there, an argument reportedly developed with Jackson, and he allegedly used a rope to strangle her. A handbag believed to be Jackson's and her bank cards were among items reportedly found at Fowler's house. According to the police, Jackson and Fowler shared a platonic relationship. Fowler would transport her to work on occasions. Murders in Jamaica have increased by 6.5%. The latest crime statistics published by the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF is indicating that up to Monday, May 23rd, 35 more people have been killed in 2022 when compared to the similar period in 2021. Murder now stands at 574. The St. Mary Police Division has the largest percentage increase of 500% and has seen murders run away in the parish when compared to the previous year. A total of 18 people have been killed in 2022 when compared to 3 in 2021. Of the 19 police divisions, St. James has seen the most killing with 96 murders, whereas Portland has recorded the least with 4. Shootings, injured persons, rape and robberies have declined. Break-ins, however, is up by 5.8% over the period under review. Autopsy of Manchester man killed by mob postponed. The autopsy of 62-year-old Shepton Campbell, who died shortly after being attacked by a mob in Mandeville, Manchester earlier this month, has been pushed back to Saturday. The autopsy was scheduled for today but was postponed. The reason for the postponement was not disclosed. Campbell was attacked by a mob on Friday, May 6, after being pointed out by an individual as the person who had allegedly robbed a man some time ago. He was assisted to hospital by cops on patrol, where he succumbed to his injuries. 2 weeks ago, commanding officer of the Manchester Police Superintendent Lloyd Darby revealed that 2 persons identified in CCTV footage were being sought. When reporters sought an update on the investigation, Darby indicated that he could not disclose any information at this delicate stage of the process. He added, however, that he will soon make a statement on the matter. Family, friends, and members of the Victoria Town community in South Manchester, where Campbell lived, remained in heavy mourning over the death of a man they say is innocent. Teen killer sentenced to life imprisonment. Confessed killer 18-year-old Michael Black, who is affiliated with the Clarendon Blaze Bloods gang, was today sentenced to life imprisonment in the Home Circuit Court. Black pleaded guilty on February 24 to 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of illegal possession of firearm, and 3 counts of robbery with aggravation. Sentencing was handed down by Justice Anne-Marie Lawrence Granger. The court imposed Count 1, illegal possession of firearm, 9 years, 8 months at hard labor. Count 2, murder, life imprisonment, and to serve a period of 20 years and 3 months before parole. Count 3, murder, life imprisonment, and to serve a period of 20 years and 3 months before parole. Count 4, illegal possession of firearm, 8 years and 3 months at hard labor. Count 5, robbery with aggravation, 11 years at hard labor. Count 6, robbery with aggravation, 11 years at hard labor. Count 7, robbery with aggravation, 11 years and 9 months at hard labor. The sentences are to run concurrently. Black, according to the prosecution, while he was 16, killed Akeem Kimomori and Kamar Ramatar on November 18, 2020, near the intersection of Racecourse and Hillsfield Roads in Clarendon. At the age of 17, he confessed that he conspired with other members of his gang to carry out a 1.7 million robbery at the Lasco MoneyGram Outlet Chapelton, Clarendon on March 22, 2021. Following sentences, the court was advised that there has been new development entered by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions to discontinue a separate case of illegal possession of firearm, robbery with aggravation, conspiracy to robbery, and illegal possession of ammunition against Black. Greenbacks need security defense. The government has sought the assistance of Estonians to develop security standards and policies required by law for the rollout of the National Identification System NIDS. A local cybersecurity firm has also been contracted to work concurrently with other international security experts amid raging debate about data security and the handling of sensitive information collected through NIDS, including fingerprints. The firm was not named. Minister without portfolio Floyd Green made the announcement during his sectoral debate presentation in Parliament on Tuesday. He said that the security standards developed by the Europeans and cybersecurity firm will be adopted in keeping with ISO 27001, which is the international standard for information security that sets out the specification for an information security management system. The NIDS databases are encrypted by transparent data encryption, Green noted, and fulfill the requirements outlined in the National Identification and Registration Act 2021. He said transparent data encryption encodes the data within files, and the audit trail of the systems will be protected using blockchain technology. What it means is if there is unauthorized access or unauthorized use, there will be a record that cannot be deleted by NIRA's National Identification Registration Authority officers, the minister said. This is a new era of transparency. This is new for Jamaica and can only be good for building public trust, he said. NIRA's officers cannot use discretion, Green said, as a request for information or for the authentication and verification services must come from the individual whose information is being sought or an accredited third party consented by the individual. Information cannot be accessed otherwise unless it is by order of the court. We have not stopped here. The National Identification System and NIRA have a built-in double oversight mechanism. Under the Data Protection Act, the Information Commissioner, appointed in late 2021, will provide practical monitoring of the needs relating to data protection and privacy, said Green. He said the next layer of protection includes an independent oversight body, National Identification and Registration Inspectorate, which will be mandated to monitor the authority's compliance with the NIDS law and report its findings directly to Parliament. The Inspectorate will also be empowered to take action independently or bring to the attention of the appropriate regulator or disciplinary body where it is found that the authority or its employees have violated legislation. This will be undertaken by the Electorate Commission of Jamaica, an entity with a proven track record of accountability, transparency, and effectiveness, Green asserted. So when I say it is safe, we have taken all reasonable steps in keeping with the realities of the world we operate in and the best practices around to ensure that the Prime Minister's personal data, my data, your data, the leader of the opposition's data, and all the identification data of our children are protected, he insisted. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.